Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, YouTube. It's your Slime King, the Jima Man, and welcome to another video. This is another raw but edited take. This time is about Yelan, her value, her 5-star weapon Aqua Simulacra, and a little bit of Yae Miko and the state of Electro in Genshin Impact. I'll be focusing on Yelan's value proposition, and even though she enables double hydro comps with Xingqiu, that is not the best way to play her for most accounts. The value that Yelan truly brings is that she is the second best off-field hydro applicator in the game, and as such, pairing her with Xingqiu brings down the versatility she brings to an account. Now, don't get me wrong, if you like playing double hydro, then by all means do so. But her true value lies in the fact that she can be used in almost all the same teams you'd want to use Xingqiu in. The thing is, of course, is that we want to use the most efficient and strongest teams available in our accounts, and to each person that can be different. But in the long run, as more characters are released, the realization that running them separately becomes much more realized to be better. She opens up more teams that rely on hydro application than any other pull in the game, and in Genshin Impact, hydro application, off-field at that, is king. It's the key cog in Freeze, Vape, and Electro Charged. The fact that she can be used as a self-sufficient solo hydro in teams makes it so her value skyrockets. She opens up so much more teams, meta or otherwise, that the saying that you'd want another Xingqiu for your teams holds more water than ever before. And this brings me to my point. Having another unit that fulfills a similar role to Xingqiu or any other broken 4-star isn't necessarily as bad a thing as most people make it out to be. For one, Yelan feels smoother to play and provides much more damage, not only in personal DPS but also buffing your on-field character. There's a reason why we all still use Sucrose, Bennett, Xingqiu, and Fischl, and that's because they are so damn good. Thus, a comparison between them and any 5-star character does not diminish nor take away from the shiny new 5-star. It is a compliment, and to be honest, it is something that provides a greater degree of choice for us all, and that's a good thing. Next, I'd like to talk about Aqua Simulacra and its value proposition compared to other options. And honestly, with Elegy and Fab Warbo, Aqua Simulacra is just not worth it. Now, don't get me wrong. Even if running an ER Sands, it will still do more damage than any of the other options. But the alternatives are just so good that it defeats the purpose of pulling for this bow for Yelan alone. You would need an absurd amount of ER on your substats in order to make Aqua Simulacra work with an HP Sands. And at that point, Fab Warbo is just better for artifact flexibility, and Elegy is best in slot and vape teams anyway. The main crux of Aqua Simulacra is either you want to run double hydro or mono hydro teams, or in my case, run Thundering Fury Yelan teams. Aqua Simulacra's peak potential is only really realized if you have C1 or run Thundering Fury. Which brings me to my next point in this video. Thundering Fury Yelan with Aqua Simulacra is in fact one of her best weapon pairings. And this Abyss run you're seeing right now, I'm running Yelan with only 140 ER while being the only hydro in the team, and I can burst off cooldown easily. It allows her to exploit her kit fully, and to be honest, it's probably one of the most fun I've had in a while. But aside from that, there's very few use cases for Aqua Simulacra unless you pull constellations and or have insane ER rolls on your substats. Though Aqua Simulacra is a good weapon for almost every bow character in the game, unfortunately, it is not the most recommendable for most people who have Yelan. Lastly, I'd like to go on a little bit of a tangent here and talk about Electro Charged and my ever solidifying thoughts on Yae Miko as a unit. I think Yae Miko is a good unit, and let me explain. I run Electro Charged teams over almost any other team composition in the game, and thus I value off-field Electro application the most. And Yae Miko provides an unconditional application of that. Unlike Beidou, who requires attacking and is only really the most efficient in 2 to 3 enemy floors, unlike Raiden, who takes too much on-field time. And of course, it goes without saying, I think Fischl is the best Electro unit in the game, especially at C6, simply because of her unparalleled Electro application. and for electro charge teams, that is broken. So naturally, my go-to pairing for electro charge teams to fit almost any team and situation is Yae Miko and Fischl. Her role in the teams I run have changed incrementally over the months I've used her. From wanting to burst every rotation with Hakushin Ring, to bursting every other rotation with Widsith and around 150 ER, to now bursting once a floor in Abyss with little to no ER at all. Her use of her burst has been so misunderstood by the vast majority that once she's been pigeonholed to a burst DPS, her demise was all but set in stone. Her clunkiness with her E's only matters if it doesn't fit into your rotations, and thus your rotations have to be built around some downtime where you E during the cooldowns of other skills, and it is not worth normal attacking in that span. Alright, I've spent a little bit too much time talking about Yae Miko. This is a goddamn Yelan video. Anyway, tell me what you think down in the comments below. What do you think of Yelan, her weapon, or how about Yae Miko right now? Come at me at twitch.tv/TheGMan where I stream Genshin almost every day. Come, join the Slime Kingdom Discord where I feed you slime condensate every day. This is our parting. Farewell.